The music world is mourning the loss of one of its most unconventional, fiercely creative, and unforgettable voices. Oliver Tree, the American singer-songwriter, record producer, internet personality, and filmmaker known for his towering bowl-cut hairstyle, his eccentric fashion, and his genre-blending sound that mixed pop, alternative, hip-hop, and electronic music, has tragically passed away at just 32 years old. His death came in the most devastating and shocking way imaginable. Not from illness, not from age, but from a catastrophic helicopter accident in Brazil. On Sunday morning, June 14, 2026, two helicopters collided in midair over Rio de Janeiro and subsequently crashed in the western part of the city, resulting in the deaths of all 6 individuals on board, including Oliver Tree. Oliver Tree Nickel was born on June 29, 1993, in Santa Cruz, California, and from the very beginning, he was drawn to the world of music, of performance, and of the kind of rebellion that comes from thinking differently. He didn't start out as a viral star. He didn't become an overnight sensation. He started as a young man with a guitar, a notebook full of songs, and a voice that could make even the most ordinary lyrics feel like they were speaking directly to your soul. He was not the kind of artist who sought the spotlight. He was not the kind of artist who wanted to be famous. He was the kind of artist who believed that music was a way to connect, to heal, and to make people feel less alone. That was who he was, and that was why he became one of the most unique voices of his generation. His breakthrough came in 2017, when he signed with Atlantic Records after his song, When I'm Down, went viral, and he quickly established himself as one of the most talented and consistent artists in the industry. He released his debut studio album Ugly is Beautiful on July 17, 2020, which became one of the most talked about albums of the year, blending pop, alternative rock, and electronic music into a sound that was instantly recognizable and impossible to categorize. He was known for tracks such as Life Goes On and When I'm Done, songs that became anthems for a generation of listeners who felt like they were the only ones who understood the world. He was not the kind of artist who needed to shout to be heard. He didn't need to make grand gestures to be remembered. He just needed to be present, to be real, and to be honest in the way that only a true artist can be. That was why he became a star, and that was why fans fell in love with him. What made Oliver Tree so special was not just his music, but the person he was. He was known for his towering bowl-cut hairstyle, his eccentric fashion, his self-deprecating humor, and his ability to make even the most serious interview feel like a conversation with a friend. He was the kind of man who never stopped caring about his craft, who never stopped giving back to the industry that gave him so much, and who never stopped believing in the next generation. He was not just an artist. He was a mentor, a friend, and a source of inspiration for millions of people around the world. He made every song feel real, made every performance feel important, and made the idea of art feel possible. That's the kind of impact he had on his fans, and that's the kind of legacy that can't be taken away by tragedy, no matter how painful it may be. During his career, Oliver Tree released multiple albums, collaborated with some of the biggest names in music, and earned countless accolades for his work. He was known for his willingness to experiment, to push boundaries, and to challenge the notion of what a pop artist should be. He was not afraid to be different, to be weird, to be uncomfortable, and make people question what they thought they knew about music. That kind of courage is rare in the music industry, and it is the kind of courage that earns respect, not just from fans, but from fellow artists, from critics, and from everyone who has ever been moved by his work. The confirmed cause of Oliver Tree's death was injuries sustained in the fatal helicopter crash that claimed the lives of all 6 people aboard. What is clear, however, is the impact of his passing. The music industry has been flooded with tributes from fellow artists, from fans, from producers, and from people who grew up listening to his music and finding comfort in his voice. Some have shared stories of the first time they heard Life Goes On. Others have talked about the way his music made them feel when they were going through the hardest times of their lives, and still others have simply written that his voice was the soundtrack to their lives. Those stories are not just about music. They're about the way Oliver Tree made people feel, the way he made them believe in themselves, and the way he made them feel less alone. A clip of Oliver Tree discussing how he wanted his fortune to be spent resurfaced online after news of his untimely death. According to widely cited estimates, Oliver Tree's net worth was believed to be around $4 million at the time of his death. His remarks about directing his fortune toward supporting artists have resurfaced following his death at age 32. He was someone who believed in lifting up the next generation, in giving back to the community, and in making sure that the people who came after him had the opportunities he had. That kind of generosity, that kind of openness is rare in the music industry, and is the kind of generosity that earns love, not just from fans, but from everyone who knew him. For fans, Oliver Tree's legacy will live on in the songs that defined a generation, in the albums that still bring people to their feet, and in the quiet moments when they listen to his music and feel like they're being hugged by a voice that has been there for them through everything. He was not just an artist. He was a companion, a friend, and a source of comfort for millions of people around the world. He made love songs feel real, made heartbreak feel bearable, and made hope feel possible. That's the kind of legacy that can't be taken away by tragedy, no matter how painful it may be. His voice will continue to echo through the decades, through the radio, through the tracks, and through the hearts of everyone who ever fell in love to his music. Oliver Tree's family has not released a detailed statement, but the music community has spoken on their behalf, expressing their grief over the loss of the talented artist at age 32. They spoke of his love for his family, his dedication to his craft, and the way he made them feel like they were the most important people in the world. Those words are not just about grief. They're about love, about memory, and about the kind of bond that can never be broken, even by tragedy. If you've ever been moved by Oliver Tree's voice, if you've ever listened to his music and found comfort in his words, or if you've ever been touched by the way he brought so many songs to life, take a moment to honor his memory. Please like this video, and if you enjoy stories about the lives, legacies, and losses of the artists who shape our music, consider subscribing to this channel. Together, we can keep remembering the voices that taught us how to love, one song at a time.